Treibball was first introduced to Michigan in 2011. We brought it over from Germany. It's been a sport that's steadily growing. It's a very difficult sport. The premise is that there are 8 Pilates-sized balls midfield, which is about 25-30 feet, and the handler stays in the net. You send your dog out, they bring the balls in without using their mouth or their feet. It's a total focus and control game. Very exciting. They have to bring all those balls in within a certain allotted time. As the levels go up, the balls are set out further and further away, so you end up working anywhere from 50 to 70 feet away from your dog. There's 4 categories in the game of Treibball that have been developed here in the States. The first of the games is called skills. We basically say that's the obedience section. There's 1 ball on the field and we're working on the impulse control. They can't touch the ball. They have to go out from both directions, which is the on-by and the away, basically the left and the right of the ball. And they must complete an arch pattern around the ball. They must sit from both directions, they must down, and then there's a stand and with a backup from both directions. And that's basically what skills is. As you go up in the levels, there can be more balls on the field, so you can go from 1 ball to the next or going further out from you to perform all of these positions. Rapid fire would be the next game, and it's set up on a square that's 56 inches. 36 inches out from the edge of that is where the balls are set, and there's 4 balls. The dog must go around clockwise and push the ball into the handler, and then immediately go counterclockwise and push them in, and then down. Timed event, the handler must stay in the square, so they can't step out. If they step out of the square, there's a fault, and time is actually added on. So you're allotted 1 minute to complete this. If you go over a minute, you're disqualified. And as you go up in levels, the balls are set further and further out, so the dog has to run faster and push harder as you go up in the levels. Drive game is set up with 8 of your balls set out. Novice is set at midfield, which is about 25 feet, and then the stack is built further back. So actually the dog is working at 30 feet initially in novice level. And they have to bring all the balls into the net to the handler, and the handler must stay within a marked zone. They can't step out of that zone without receiving time penalties. They have to bring the balls in all with using their bodies, and each dog is different, but they can't use their mouth or their feet to bring the balls in. Time starts when your dog breaks a down and ends when your dog returns to the down and all the balls have crossed the goal line. And again, as that goes up in difficulty, the balls are set further and further out. And then in the open class, we can introduce different size balls, all the way down to a tennis ball, a football, a peanut ball. It gets very, very different, and we can put out walls and blinds, and they have to go and find the balls to bring them in. So it gets harder and harder. The 4th of the games is hide and seek. This involves a stack of 6 balls in the center that the dog must work and bring in, just like in the drive game. And the 7th and 8th ball are hidden in 2 tunnels. The tunnels are set at the farthest end of the ring, so they're set out about 50-60 feet away, while the stack in itself is set at anywhere between 25 and 30 feet. They must work the center stack, and then they have to bring in the balls from the tunnel. If the balls from the tunnel go into the net before the stack balls, they've been disqualified. And as you get higher up in that, they have to start calling which tunnel that they're going to bring in first. So it gets a little bit harder as you go up, which it should. Treibball is again, it's a relatively new sport to the United States. It's open to every dog, every size, every handler, every age. We have everything from a long-haired Chihuahua to German Shepherds and Great Danes doing this sport. We have people who are elderly all the way to junior handlers in the sport. It's open to everybody. The amount of focus that you get from this game is just incredible. It transcends every other sport there is.